Hi, I'm Rez, owner and lead photographer of Shari Photography. I've done many wedding consultations where I've always been amazed at how my couples don't ask me about what kind of camera equipment I'm going to bring on their wedding day. And that's a series of questions that you really need to have with any photographer that you're going to be interviewing. And I think that it doesn't happen because couples are maybe intimidated by all the technical information that they're going to get overwhelmed with. So I'm going to give you 3 questions that you can ask your prospective wedding photographer, and you'll have to do a little bit of research to make sure that they're using professional camera equipment. Professional photographers should use professional camera equipment. This will be the first of 2 videos. In the second video, I'm just going to show you what equipment that we bring to our typical wedding. So the first question that you should ask your wedding photographer should be, what kind of camera bodies will you bring? And notice I said bodies, because they need to have a minimum of 2 camera bodies. 3 is ideal, the third being the backup, because cameras will break down, and if they break down on your wedding day, that's going to be a bit of an issue. So, what kind of camera bodies? Canon and Nikon are considered to be the 2 top professional camera brands that are on the market right now. And even within Canon and Nikon, there's a pretty big range of camera bodies, and you want to be specific with your photographer. Which camera bodies are you bringing? For example, this is a Canon 30D. It costs about $300. It's an entry-level amateur camera, which my daughter actually is learning to use right now, and she's 11 years old. This, in contrast, is the Canon 5D Mark III. It's $3,000. The image quality between this camera and this camera is night and day. But if you didn't know about camera bodies, it'd be hard to tell what the difference is between them. This is their flagship. There's no comparison between image quality. So you should ask your photographer, what kind of camera bodies are you going to bring? The second question should be, what kind of camera lenses are you going to have? Because again, like camera bodies, there's a huge array. Canon, for example, has about 150 different lenses on the market. Quick example, this is the Canon 50mm 1.8. It costs about $100. This is a Canon 50mm 1.2. It's about $2,000. This is considered their L series lenses. Canon's professional series are called the Ls, and you know them because they'll have the red line around them or a white body. The image quality difference between this and this is night and day. Simply no comparison at all. Sharpness, contrast, everything. And if your photographer is using this, they're going to end up with images that are going to be very soft or what we call blurry based on those. The third question should be about the images. You need to ask your photographer, how will I get these images? Because in the worst case scenario, you may end up with a disc 3 months after the wedding with about 2,000 pictures that have not been edited or organized. So you want to ask your photographer, will they come on a disc or will they come on a flash drive? Ideally it's a flash drive because it's a much more stable medium. You should also ask them, how many photographs will I receive? Will you edit the photographs? Will they be organized? How will you back up those images, and so forth. But you want to have them talk about what they do with the photographs and even where they're going to edit those images, whether it's Lightroom or Photoshop or another software. So when you're talking to your photographer, the 3 questions you want to have them speak to you about: tell me about your camera bodies, tell me about the lenses you're going to use, and also about the photographs. How will I receive them? Tell me about the imagery you're going to have. So those are the questions that I recommend. In the second video, I'm going to show you what we bring to our weddings as a typical Shari Photography wedding. If you have any questions, please email me. I'm more than happy to talk about anything doing with cameras and wedding photography. It's a passion of mine. So I want to thank you for watching.